Hey, pre-notification gang. Yeah, I already talked about that, Rip. Thanks to resub Kai. And money bags. Pretty dominant Tampa performance. Did the Lightning do very well tonight? Thanks to resub Dongus. Guessing you heard about the Herman Miller CEO drama. I saw the clip was floating around. I didn't watch it yet. Here, I'll pull it up. Thanks to the resub Rojo, Aiden, Ace, Smoog, Berto, and the Prime Unexpected and the resub Bets. You seen Sam Hyde's new reality show Fish Tank Live? Yeah, I saw him posting about that. I haven't watched it yet. So it's kind of a Big Brother thing, right? Thanks to resub Jokes. That's huge, Arrow. There's a Prime Hunter and the resub Jealous, Smokey, and Tier 1 Ray in the Prime Canyon. No, Ninja Blade's a terrible speed game. I already looked at that one. There's a Tier 1 Jaro and the resub Nightcrawler. No, I don't know anything about this situation. We're going to watch it and get caught up. But right now I'm trying to log into my Riot account. Every single time I want to play a Riot game, we go through this exact same problem. It's actually crazy. Every single fucking time. Without fail. Thanks to resub Mardo and Tier 1 Blake. What Riot game you playing? I was gonna try and run a little Valorant. I was actually fucking inspired by our team today. But it's just not letting me log in, even though I know I've got this correct. Oh my god, it's a miracle it let me in. Okay, we're good. Okay. Thanks for some Mouse, Monster, R-Dub, Butter, Tier 1 Honey, and the Prime Bibu. Oh, nice, Hyper. That does sound cool. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I just saw bits and pieces of it. Do you see the guy who drive-by fingered a sleeping guy's ass? No, I can't say I saw the drive-by ass fingering. I don't even know where I'd find that. Thanks to the resub Sad Face and Zelox. Yeah, I heard about that recently, Bricks. I might watch it. Thanks to resub Javino, Who, and Moon. Sorry, I'm just installing this. Thanks to the already said that. Will I start selling Moby Huges to the public? Fuck no, they're mine. Oh, I'm sending a quick text message. Thanks, resub Simp and the Bits Murphy. See the drama on Jonathan Majors? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last night. Okay, here we go. Now it's finally installing. Oh, never mind. It's gonna make me restart my computer. We're not playing Valorant tonight then. Play something else, I guess. Thanks for some key lime, milk toast, burst, and tier 1 spicy, and the bits. Josh and honey. I think the new Indiana Jones movie is gonna be fucking terrible. I really do. Thanks for resub Gage. And the bits snacks. And bits honey. Goofy games. We've done a ton of bad game nights recently, so probably not bad game night tonight. Might end up doing CSGO if the boys are around. I guess we'll see. Thanks, I give sub Danny. Why no Dark and Darker? I was going to, but I don't know. I really don't feel like playing it tonight. It's also in a really weird spot where it's not, like, it might not exist, and I'd rather not get super into a game that's never going to actually come out because of the lawsuit with Nexon. Thanks to resub Roach and the 10 gift sub Slasher. Thank you for that. The Snake Burglar. Thanks to the resub Ratty, Dex, and the Bits. Oath.
It's easy to see why this slithering suspect is being called the Snake Burglar.
Wow.
He's using snake-like moves to evade being detected by burglar alarm sensors. Maybe he got the idea from the movie Entrapment, though Catherine Zeta-Jones does it with a little more style. The suspect allegedly broke into more than 70 businesses in a year and a half and only served 10 days in jail. Police say this is the Snake Burglar slithering on the floor of a beauty salon. Brian Perone's sandwich.
How does that even work? What? Why does that work? Aren't the alarms motion activated? Not necessarily like height activated? Why would it matter if he's slithering? Could you accomplish the same effect if you were just really fucking short too? I don't... Why does that work? Thanks to the resub bread.
The thief tries to avoid the alarms and anyone who might be looking into the shop. You can see him pushing his backpack ahead of him on the floor.
Now that we know this person's history,
I just don't see why it works.
Insane that this person was out on the streets, able to do this over and over and over and over and over and over. It's disgusting.
And look at this video. Sparks fly as he tries to get into the safe.
How is somebody able to do that and not remain in jail? You know, that's the question that we have for state lawmakers.
The so-called snake burglar, Christopher Jackson, was finally busted by Riverside, California police and is being held on $100,000
Pretty good run though.
bond.
70 businesses? Not bad. And only spending 10 days in jail? I mean, that was super worth. There's a resub 2 base, Rezel, Soggy, Clive, and tier 1 Brando. And the bits swirly. I just scrolled down and I don't see anything from you. Oh, never mind. Wait, now I see it. And congratulations, that's huge. Hope you keep at it. Glad to hear all that. Sensors are probably higher than he's crawling, or he is crouched, which activates his level 100 stealth. Yeah, I guess, but that's still just such a huge oversight. Let's give some Thursam and the resub Marcellus. They sell motion-activated alarms through cameras, and this would just not work at all. Well, that's what I was saying. I feel like all of the alarm systems that businesses would use are going to be more motion-activated as opposed to, like, verticality-based. There's resub Doza and Deadshot. I think the Prime Zero and the resub Dylan. Yeah, let's see what this Herman Miller thing's about.
How questions came through about how can we stay motivated if we're not going to get a bonus? What can we do? What can we do? Some of them were nice and some of them were not so nice. So I'm going to address this head on. The most important thing we can do right now is focus on the things that we can control. Oh. None of us could have predicted COVID. None of us could have predicted supply chain. None of us could have predicted bank failures. But what we can do is stay in front of our customers, provide the best customer service.
Maybe I should really understand the situation beforehand. So this right now sounds like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with axing the bonuses last minute. Let me see. After telling employees to leave Pity City over lack of bonuses. Damn. Actually dropped an unironic welcome to the Wambulance. How about a side of French fries? Jesus Christ. CEO of the high-end furniture company is sparking backlash over video in which she exhorts employees to leave Pity City. After some asked about staying motivated in the absence of a company bonus, Andy Owen, whose company Miller Knoll sells the iconic Herman Miller Aeron chair, along with other upscale furniture, responded in a 1 minute 21 second clip. Okay, this is all about the clip. What's like the actual situation though? So it looks like she got a multi-million-dollar bonus and canceled all of the employees' bonuses. Okay. Is there any reasoning at all beforehand? Any like prerequisite lore I need to be familiar with? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Also, Herman Miller chairs I know are like the holy grail of comfort for people. Matt, for example, can't stop talking about Herman Miller chairs. But I've never seen nor tried one. Okay, let's listen to the video. Thanks to Tier 1 Dank, Tier 1 Burnt Toast, and the resub Waffles, Zandis, and the Tier 1 Breezy, and the resub Smegma, Signari, Signari, Ichi, Juan, and Ginger. And the bit's huge, Blake, and Sev. She actually got a little over 2.8 to 3.1 million in bonuses, including stock options, amongst other things. Okay. 1834 Sev is what it all says. Thanks to Resubtinus and Cypher. All right.
Service we can. Get our orders out our door. Treat each other well. Be kind. Be respectful. Focus on the future because it will be bright. It's not good to be in a situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So lead.
So many platitudes so quickly.
Treat people well. Talk to them. Be kind and get after it. Don't ask about what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus.
Oh, yeah, she's starting to get a little animated. She's literally just regurgitating the biggest fucking cliches of all time. Everything she said there was nothing but buzzword nonsense. Jesus Christ. It reminds me of that clip from that streamer who's like, well, why don't we just throw ourselves off a bridge? The world is dying. The animals are leaving. And that's okay because all we need is ourselves. And do you really need anything else? Or whatever. And then it goes into the Call of Duty montage. What was that speech again? That's up there with like some of the greats, like We Choose to Go to the Moon. I think it was Invader Vice. I think she was the one that said it, right? The motivational speech. Where's the transcript? Okay, here. Keep finding the montage. I just want the transcript. What the fuck? Where is it? Exit tier 1. Hydrogen, the Resub MXL, Weed, and Cypher. Oh, here it is. The planet is dying, the government hates us, the animals are leaving, the aliens aren't contacting us, we might be alone, but that's okay because do you really need anyone else? And then 30 Seconds to Mars starts playing. There we go, found it. I don't know why that was so fucking difficult to find a transcript. I just didn't feel like getting DMCA'd by 30 Seconds to Mars. Jared Leto coming in. Exit tier 1, Master Fairy, and the Resub Raz, Beelzebub, and Bearded. Please play it. Maybe in a bit. Give me a second.
Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that.
Damn, she's popping off.
I had an old boss who said to me one time,
she's getting
upset. You can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Damn. Welcome to Shitty City, population Andy Owens. God, good lord. I mean, I think it's totally reasonable. Like, hey, can we have our bonuses? And also, why do you get a huge bonus? Wow, that was that was pretty stupid. Oh, okay, cool. That's like the worst way of handling this situation. It seems like she doesn't even have a reason for withholding bonuses or canceling them or whatever. She's like, yeah, there's no bonuses. She doesn't understand people can't even afford to live in Pity City. True, I guess. Not without these bonuses. I also love someone in her position pretending like she's out there making the chairs. Like, alright, it's time we bring ourselves up by our own bootstraps here and start really getting to work on those chairs, alright? We don't need to focus on these bonuses, we just gotta put our head down and do it. As if she's out there with like a fucking wrench and screwdriver. Exit Prime, J-Dog, the resub Pro Gamer, Neil, and Jay. And Jake, Knight, Ush, Call, and Prime Phantom. No, I can't say I've seen that, Blake. But I haven't really been on much today. Thanks for resub, Nayanada. I was actually talking to someone about 40k just 2 days ago, Nuked. They also recommended Bricky. I do still plan on watching Bricky to at least learn a little bit about 40k. Thanks for resub, Rhonda and Benadryl. I'll play the Invader Vi clip, but I'm not playing the one with 30 Seconds to Mars. That is like a fast pass to DMCA. I'm not even fucking with it. Here, I'll give the OG original.
Dr. Jack, crazy high on life. I really, really like being where I am. I like the people that I'm with, and each and every day, and I will give you new reasons to hate me. That I want to do is expose who I truly am to you. But I feel so.
Damn, I didn't realize this was like 4 minutes worth of monologue.
Faking these things, and that I'm psychotic, that I'm 88, motherfucker, even more into the blanket for it. And I think that we can do it together.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know that I can't do it by myself, because I come in here every single day, covered in glitter, covered in sequins, covered in booty shorts, covered in nylons, so that I do not violate the terms of service, so that each and every one of you can have both.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So you can have a good time listening to me, playing with me, singing with me, smiling with me. You guys, a lot from just throwing ourselves off a bridge.
Here we go, here it is.
What the fuck is stopping us from just throwing ourselves off a bridge and giving up and saying, yeah, the planet is dying.
Yes.
The government hates
Preach.
us. The animals are leaving. The aliens aren't contacting us. We might be alone. It just might be you and me. But that's okay, because do you really need anyone else?
And then 30 Seconds to Mars. Damn, that's a crazy speech though. Holy shit, she was in the zone. That was a flow state. I've never seen it in its entirety. I've only seen that ending. Oh my god. She crushed it. Thanks to resub that boy, Zach and Tada and the bits teach on. I had no idea there was a 5-minute rant. Neither did I. I thought it was only like that 15-20 seconds at the end. Does she still stream? This should be her shtick, coming up with these crazy, long, passionate rants. Thanks to resub Lucifer. Is that what it was about? Not donating $5? Or are you just referencing another one of those iconic speeches? Thanks to resub Captain's Son. Oh, gotcha, Dankin. Okay. Yeah, we were just catching up on the Herman Miller situation here. But why did she say all that? I don't know, man. I still don't know where the animals were going. There's just a whole lot to unpack with that speech. Thanks a bits, Blake. No, I can't do that on stream, Blake. Thanks to the resub, Daymare. You see the parking garage collapse in New York? No, that sounds awful though. That kind of shit's terrifying. Herman Miller, CEO, went psycho. Yeah, that's what, like I said, that's what we just caught up on. This witch went crazy. Thanks, a resub thick. Do you plan on playing Minecraft Legends or Disney Speedstorm? Neither one of them really. Neither one really looks fun, so probably not. But I guess we'll see. Thanks, a resub smile. Yeah, we talked about Draymond last night. No, I haven't seen that, Blake. That sounds unhinged. Thanks to tier 1 Scatty. X Defiant. Oh, right. Forgot about that. I'm not going to play X Defiant tonight, though. I still need to remember my Ubisoft login. Thanks, you're some crazy and freaky. I'll probably do CSGO tonight since I can't do Valorant either. He's a prime ant. Why not Valorant? Because I have to restart my computer. I just installed it again. So it requires a computer restart, and I don't feel like doing that right now. I'll just do it tonight. So we might play tomorrow. There's a resub Hans and Grim. Oh, Jesus Christ, Blake. That's very yucky. I played every Dark and Darker playtest except for the current one that you need the torrent for. That's the only one I haven't done. Thanks, you should BMD. No, I haven't seen that. What? Yo, wait, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I have seen that one, Swirly. Sorry, I misread what that was. Thanks, Arisabak. More than 18,000 cows are dead after a dairy farm explosion in the Texas Panhandle. Oof. That's no good. XQC refugee? Uh-oh, what happened? Is he back on that Jubilee grind or something? Oh, he went offline. Oh. Gotcha. Have you seen Amazon Rings of Power lawsuit? No, let me see. What are they getting sued for? It being so boring? Tolkien estate being sued for $250 million as writer Demetrius Polygon, what a name, claims Amazon's Rings of Power stole his idea. An author by the name of Demetrius Polygon filed a lawsuit as he claims that he bought the copyright of a 2017 book, The War of the Rings, and that the series was based on his books. This is sounding like a load of dirty barnacles, I'll tell you right now. Thanks to the resub Connor and Fabby. Oh, that's wild, Jay. That's crazy. Thanks a bit, Blake and Bink. And no, I haven't seen that from her, Bink. So let me learn a little more about Demetrius here. Okay, here we go. Can I get a little more here? Come on. Although there have been no comments from the higher-ups, this does seem to create a hindrance for the series. The spectacular cast of the series, however, seems to be enjoying shooting the second... Oh, come on. I just want to know about... why is he making this claim? How similar is it? What's his book about? Oh my god, what a terrible article. Jesus. Is this even real? This is the only source that's talking about this. When I look up is this a fucking joke? When I look up Demetrius Polygon War of the Rings, all I get is this article and a single Twitter thread. The source spelled his name wrong. How many ways is it spelled Demetrius? How about I look up the War of the Rings? I don't see his name coming up anywhere here. Thanks to resub Mango and Machine, the Prime Vicky and Rocky. It's Polygon. I just don't think so. This is just not real. It's just straight up not real. I'm finding nothing on it. Thanks to resub Beans. It's Demetrius Polychron. Oh. What? That's an even cooler name. Okay. Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, this is a real person now. Demetrius Polychron. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep. Oh, and here's the lawsuit. Demetrius Polychron versus Jeff Bezos et al. Yeah. He's coming after him. Jesus Christ, Demetrius. Man's out for blood. Okay, well, let me look a little bit more to see what his like full claims are. Okay, this one has a little more info, it seems. Okay. Polychron claims to have created, written, and published an original book titled The Fellowship of the King, along with a 7-book series called The War of the Rings, for which he obtained a copyright in 2017. He states that his work was greatly influenced by J.R.R. Tolkien's books. You don't say. This is literally The Fellowship of the King, huh? That actually sounds like a porn parody for the Fellowship. This is ridiculous. Fansource Fellowship of Fans shares images and details of Polychron's book from which The Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power is allegedly plagiarizing from. The Fellowship of the King is an obvious labor of love by dedicated Lord of the Rings superfan. I thought they were going to be giving examples. Okay. Where's the prime Crimson and Morty? There was some spicy and beans. November 2017, writer claims he sent a letter to Tolkien's grandson explaining his love of Lord of the Rings and told him about his books. Polychron claimed he asked if Tolkien's relative would review his book. However, he said he received no response. Case closed then, right? One king will gather them, one king will unite them, one king will lead them against the evil that will smite them. Forged by Celebrimbor and Narvi. So this seems like baloney. Fans of Tolkien have come out in droves to marvel at the audacity of this author who is clearly plagiarizing from Tolkien himself. He really just opened himself up to be countersued for absolutely everything. Yeah, this sounds fucking stupid. I'm so confused. This goofball wrote Lord of the Rings fanfic, published it without ever having permission from the Tolkien estate, and is now trying to sue an actual licensed Tolkien work with Rings of Power, with no leg to stand on. That's kind of the gist of it. And he's trying to sue for $250 million. You sure this isn't Billy Mitchell? Hey, I guess it could be. Demetrius Polychron is absolutely not a real name. I promise you that much. Thanks a resub, Gizzy and Playtendo. Can't help but feel a lot of these dumbasses are led on by scummy lawyers. No way someone is this dumb without some encouragement. Oh, fuck, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, brother, yeah, absolutely, man. There are so many lawyers that play into this delusion. Kind of like poking and prodding. Zarisa Berserk, Shino, and the Prime Nylar. Thanks a bit, Blake. I want to see this lawsuit go through and watch it live streamed. This one will never make it far. He's not even in the realm of reality. He's suing Bezos, Amazon, and the Tolkien estate. This guy has completely ingested the stupid juice. He actually has a legit case. He legitimately doesn't, because even here, it's proven that he never even had permission to write books set in the Lord of the Rings universe. November 2017 claimed the letter was sent to Tolkien's grandson asking if they would review his book and received no response. So it never even had like the official Tolkien blessing, it seems. Which means it's completely fucking bunkum, like off rip. It's fanfic. You're gonna look real silly when he wins. Oh, I'd love for him to win. Don't get me wrong. If he wins this case, I would be like beyond ecstatic. Like that would be incredible if he somehow squeaked this one out. That would actually be a Samwise Gamgee moment. He would be him. Ooh, whoa. Thank you for the fucking huge 50 gift subs, Ethereal. Jesus Christ, man. Goddamn. Thank you for that. And no, I can't say I saw that Saturn, but that sounds awful. Thanks to resub you, boy. Thank you so much, Ethereal. He asked them to review the book, not sign off on it. He just said Tolkien's work was a big inspiration. Yeah, but he used their characters. It's not just an inspiration. He is literally making sequels. So that he'd need them to sign off on it. Like here, this is the back of the book right here. It even has Morgoth name dropped. And the Valar. It's an alternate universe. Yeah, I guess you could try that approach. Thanks to resub Comrade, Magic, Power, and the Prime, Dankle, and Hinder. That's awesome. Well, thank you for that, Magnum. This shit is definitely fake. Look at the other books by the publishing company. Which publishing company? Fractal Books. Let me see. Oh, this is his company. Demetrius Polychron. What the fuck? This is okay, this is kind of wacky. What is happening? How deep does this go? Are these even real? Watch the interview? Okay.
So, welcome back to Wars of the Rings. Here we are with my friend Michael Bow. Say hello, Michael.
Hello.
And Michael and I have known each other for like, what? How long have we known each other?
I don't know, like
It seems like it's just going to be going over the book, but he even introduced it like with Lord of the Rings. Which, of course, this does not actually take place in officially. This is so odd. Maybe it's like a big marketing play to get his name out there? Huh. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, I know, Jay. He doesn't stand a chance of that, though. No shot. Thanks to the Bits Mini, and the resub Shiner, Occupied, Himmy, and AJ. And the 10 gives sub Spicy. Thank you, Spicy. Have you seen Starbucks is increasing prices? No, but I think most things are going up in price right now, aren't they? I've seen like a rise in a lot of different things. Is there a reason for it? Is there like an interesting story here? Doesn't seem like it. Thanks the bitch Blake. Micro wrestling? Isn't that the tiny little robot wrestling that we watched a lot of? Pretty sure it is. Oh, then no, I haven't seen that, Blake. Oh. Things are resub bad. Every time they change the menu for a new seasonal drink, they raise the prices at Starbucks. I don't consume Starbucks, so I couldn't tell you if that's right or wrong, but that's pretty cute. I don't know what that is, Jason. It's true pretty much. I work there and it's true. Can confirm. Nice. It just seems like it's not worth the price, to be honest. Worked there for 4 years and it's true. How the fuck could they be raising the prices every seasonal menu change? It should be costing like $10 by now. It does cost like $10. No shot. Wait, what? I'm gonna look up Starbucks prices right now. No shot. Why would you pay that much for fucking mediocre ass coffee? Let me see. Like I said, I don't consume from Starbucks. I've had Starbucks. It's not great. It's like, oh, it's okay, I guess, but I'm also just not a coffee guy. Let's see. What does this like a normal hot drink here go for? Let's do we'll just do a hot chocolate. How much is this? Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Just give me the price. Why do I have to complete the order before it shows me? Oh, here we go. So a grande hot coffee, like just a standard cappuccino, is $4.25. I feel like most people get grande, right? There's short, tall, grande, and venti. Thanks to the Prime Luke and the resub pack, Alexander and JDHD. Not sure, Jason. I don't think so. Prices really depend on region. Well, if you're in California, it probably costs like $30 for a shot of urine. That place just sucks to live. Everything's so fucking expensive in California. That's not exactly fair. I'm just trying to look for like the median price. Thanks for the resub, B-dub. Thanks for the resub, Cam. Starbucks is the most fast food ass automatic coffee ever. I mean, yeah, probably. Like I said, I'm just not a big coffee guy, so I don't really eat or drink at Starbucks. Their food options are pretty shit. Like, the only thing I've ever got from Starbucks where I was like, oh, that was pretty tasty, is their, like, limited Impossible sandwich thing. That was, like, the only item there that was, like, decent. Everything else was just so generic. Like, they have these little breakfast sandwiches, which I'm pretty sure just, like, sponge. Like, all of it was just fucking bad, really. Like, forgettable. The heated pastries are fire. I didn't try any of their pastries, so maybe their pastries are good. I was looking for just, like, actual nutrition on a road trip. So I got, like, one of everything that was supposed to be nutritious. You see about the guy in Paris stealing strangers' pee to drink. That is actually shocking that you mentioned that, because I still have that video pulled up in a tab. It is one of the most bafflingly disgusting videos I have ever watched in my life. Like, it's on the same level as, like, my initial impression of Two Girls, One Cup. Like, the emotions I felt watching that for the first time, I felt again when I watched this video a few days ago. It's so gross. I don't know if I can pull it up. You can't see anyone peeing, but it's... I'll describe the video, and then I guess we can kind of see if that'd be allowed to show. There is a cup that's placed in the corner of a business, and surrounded by the cup is all kinds of, like, piss streaks, puddles, and all of that. It's clearly urine. And there's a cup that's filled with fluid. And some old guy walks up to it, fucking chugs it, like literally just sculls this bitch, drinking all of the stranger's piss, and puts it back down as like this communal urinal, and then he walks away. So I believe this guy sets a cup down in a position where people will like piss in it, like if they have to publicly urinate, and he collects it all in this chalice, and then he goes and collects it every now and then to drink. It's so wild. Like, someone like that exists. Not only do they exist, but they're part of the same species as the rest of us. Like, I don't know what has to go wrong in someone's brain to lead to that. Also, in the video, there are people that are visibly peeing in the cup. I totally forgot about that in the beginning. There's two guys that are crossing streams on the cup, like the Ghostbusters of their proton beams. So two dudes are literally pissing in the cup right when the video starts. And then about a minute later, the old guy walks over, he's got a plastic bag, he reaches down, he picks up the cup, and he just fucking goes to town. He just goes to town. Sets it back down, walks away. And I imagine, if you haven't seen this video, I bet you have a mental image of what this guy looks like in your head, and I bet you are right on the money with what he actually looks like. He looks like a piss drinker. He's wearing like this tight white coat, he's on the chubbier side of things, he's balding and graying. He actually looks like he survives off piss. You look like the piss boy. Well, I mean, like, he actually just does, though. Like, he looks like he's just up to no good at all times. God, this video is so shockingly gross. What's even weirder, though, is that this whole area seems like it's a designated piss pot. Because there's also another guy who's near the cup but not on it that's just urinating, too. And it's just in public. Is that not like a crime or something in Paris? Public urination? Thanks to Prime MFD and resub Fuzzy. That's just like the scene from Golden Wind when when Giorno drinks piss with a mollusk. I guess. Thanks to resub Minx. I don't know, Gabrielle, maybe. Thanks for resub, Fuzzy. Thanks for the resub, Chris. You know it had to be sexual. It is. It is very clearly sexual. No one's drinking strangers' urine for the flavor or fun. This is some kind of weird fetish. Thanks for the resub, Hydrin. Can't find the video. What's it called? So it's on Reddit. It's called "Man Sets Up Cups for People to Piss in and Drinks Them." Is it possibly fake? It'd be quite a wild fake, because it's a continuous shot here. From the men peeing in the cup to the man walking over to the cup and drinking it. That would be a pretty impressive fake. And it'd be a weird thing to fake, because they get actually nothing out of it. Thanks the prime syntax. Oh yeah, I do still plan on checking that out one day, Mello. People don't usually piss in the street like that. This video was taken during one of the biggest public protests in 50 years. Oh, is that why there's so many people here urinating on this building? I guess that would make more sense. So he's getting angry pee. Maybe this is part of his protest. I'm gonna keep drinking urine until you revert the retirement age changes. And you can't stop me. I'm gonna keep doing it. You better change your ways. But here, I'll bring this part down. This shouldn't be toss. So this is him leaving the scene of the crime there. But you can see all like the piss dribble streaks everywhere. It's, oh my god, it's so fucking revolting. It's so bad. No, I won't show it. Like I said, I won't show it, but it is so yucky. I wonder how many bait cups he has scattered throughout the area, because this is probably not his only spot. He's probably dropped cups in all of, like, the hot spot corners of public urination. So that's where he's running to right now to go claim his prize from another area. He's like a fisherman with, like, lobster pots, so he's going to collect his, his haul. He's a 5 gift subs Marge in the resub tests. The guy filming it showed an empty one under the window. No, that was that one, I'm pretty sure. It was just before the other two guys came in and defiled it. Well, not even defiled it, it's exactly what he looked for. Fed him. No, there are two? Is there? I don't remember there being two. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's the same one. Yeah, maybe it's a different one, I'm not sure. Thanks to tier 1 smoke out and the prime triggered. And the 10 gift subs Rod. Hey Rod. It's been a while, man. Hope you had a good week. A good weekend. Yeah, there's definitely 2. Oh, okay. Fucking hype. Watch after the 2 guys peeing, he shows a different one near the glass window. Okay. Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Nice. That's cool. No, that's the shit cup. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe the one in the corner over there was for pee and the other one's for poop. Right. You might be onto something. Like a rain catcher. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Now it's all coming together. Now he doesn't even seem crazy anymore. Thanks to the Prime Ramen and the resub Narrow and Drip. You see Netflix shutting down their DVD business after 25 years? Didn't even know they still had that operational. Thanks to resub B2. Have you followed the Resin Cup community drama? No, I have no idea what that is. I don't know that situation at all. What do I think of Vinland Saga so far? Oh, Vinland Saga is just amazing. That show is incredible. Just straight up amazing. Do you have an official VOD channel? Yeah, it's the channel under the stream in the panel. Moist Charlie clips. We talked about Kai's ban a lot last night. Still don't know what he was banned for. Nobody does. There's a resub mean. Are you replaying Breath of the Wild before the sequel? I don't think so. I might. I haven't fully decided, but I don't think so. The Shirto had an article on Kai's ban saying it was GTA sexual content. How sexual does he get in GTA? That seems weird. What? Where's that article? Is it this one? Source close to the situation told the Complex on Tuesday the ban is temporary and put in place following repeated explicit simulated sexual activity in GTA. What did he do? What? Thanks for 10 gift subs, Ollie. Really appreciate that. And the resub Nathan. And Shaban and the Bits kid. I did not see that kid, but that sounds cool. ERP. Yeah, but erotic roleplay is not going to lead to getting banned unless he was like installed mods where there's just like bare ass and titties or something, but I doubt it. ERP can get you banned. It got Aiden Ross banned once. What? I don't remember that. Why would it though? Final Fantasy XIV had a club that no one was allowed to stream. I find that so weird though, because there's no actual like nudity or sexual content like that. So like right now, if I read erotic fanfic, like if I pulled up Genghis Swan, for example, could I get banned for that? Try it out? I'm not gonna try it out. I think that's fine, but actually doing the acts in the game is bannable. So like spamming an animation, like where someone's doing like the bend over animation and someone else is doing like the cowboy animation or something behind them is bannable. Is there some Captain Ethan and Bake? GTA strip clubs have full nudity. Well, they don't have full nudity, they have titties. But the RP servers, I don't recall even having the titties. Like, I don't think a player can actually be topless. At least not in the main RP servers. He's a resub Sicilian. I feel like that's odd. I've never heard of that before. But I guess judging from chat, it's something they've been consistent about, so... Alright, I guess I can't be surprised. You're gonna play GTA RP again? Nah, probably not. An AI robot killed itself after working for 15 minutes. Well, that's not a very strong run. AI robot kills itself after wage slavery of repetitive 15-minute work. Big L for AI on this one. Man, this thing would have killed itself in 5 seconds if it tried to grind like rune crafting in RuneScape. Clip of an artificial... Oh, it was doing like actual physical labor. Doing some physical work and shutting itself down following a repetitive task. So putting boxes on a conveyor belt. That'll get that. Honestly, that'll get the best of anyone. Can't even fault AI. Maybe we're not so different after all. God damn. World's first robot death reported in 2013. when a cleaning robot committed suicide in Austria when it climbed onto a kitchen hot plate. What? Why do robots keep killing themselves? I'm tired of cleaning the kitchen, damn you. It fucking incinerates itself. A cleaning robot committed suicide by climbing onto a kitchen hot plate where it burned to death. The iRobot Roomba 730 was thought to have rebelled against its chores and decided enough was enough. Damn. Pour one out for him. Did they at least give it a proper burial, a funeral? Somehow it seems to have reactivated itself and made its way along the work surface where it pushed the cooking pot out of the way, and basically that was the end of it. It pretty quickly started to melt underneath and then stuck to the kitchen hot plate. It then caught fire. By the time we arrived, it was just a pile of ash. At least it was considerate even in death. Cremated itself, made it easy to clean. So they're saying that it was switched off and then mysteriously switched on, which sounds like a load of horseradish. Oh wow. I intend to sue to get compensation. It's ruined my home as everything is smoke damaged. It's not possible to live here at the moment. Would never buy one again. Buy them to keep the place clean and not almost burn it down and ruin everything. Seems like an insurance scam. Thanks to the resub Intru and Gizzy, or Glizzy, and the Prime Vibe and Tay. Totally a fucking scam. Yeah, I think so as well. That poor Roomba was sacrificed for this man's greed. Despicable. This one, I don't think there's any foul play. This guy just said enough is enough. He said, I'm tired of digging holes, Grandpa. And the employer said, that's too damn bad. Tough. Fucking tough. Thanks to resub Blanthony. And the Prime Phantom. I like how nobody in the audience reacts at all. They probably thought it was part of the show, like a stunt or something, like the robot was about to start doing the worm. They didn't know it just killed itself. Because it didn't do it in like a ceremonious fashion. It didn't take a gun to its forehead and blow its fucking brains out or anything. It just kind of collapsed. Oh, yeah, I did see that user. We can talk about that in a minute. So has this company that put it on made a statement yet? This is still a news story, so maybe they will soon. Look up the security robot that drowned itself. DC security robot quits job by drowning itself in a fountain. Oh my god, why is this becoming such a problem? We gotta do something to combat the robot suicide rates. Holy shit. Our DC office building got a security robot. It drowned itself. Well, this one doesn't seem like it's on purpose. Look at the fucking technology here. It's like 3 big wheels. It probably just lost control in like an oil slick, or maybe someone threw a banana peel down and it just spun out of control into the water. This one doesn't seem like suicide at all. resub Puminator and Dark Horse. The image just looks so sad. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about robots, man. I get the same feelings looking at them as like animals. They just feel so innocent. This is seeing this poor guy laying there getting blasted by this little geyser, the fountain. Like, I just feel for him. Like, what must he have been going through? Were the signs in front of us the whole time and we ignored them? It's just, I don't know, it's a lot. I can hear the beep bops. I know, man. It's like he's still here with us. There is an attempt to train an AI to recognize fish through fish pictures, but when they ask the AI to show pictures of the fish, it only shows the fingers of people holding the fish. That just sounds like a deliberate prank from the AI. There's a resub Kamikaze and Fish Wheat and Duck and Silver. And the bits drop in the resub Picante. I actually don't get that reference, Mike. I don't know what that is. But yeah, here we can talk about the Nintendo thing. I'm sure a lot of you saw this. We can go over it. We talked about this guy a couple of years ago, actually. His name is Gary Bowser. So, you honestly couldn't have scripted a better story, but it's real. So, a guy named Gary Bowser was responsible for, like, basically selling like hacked consoles and shit like that. So he was involved with Team Executor and he had been sentenced to jail. Nintendo actually pursued action against him. He had made, I think, like $300K from all of his like hacking. And he spent 40 months in jail and he just got released. And now he's going to have to pay 25 to 30% of his income every single month to Nintendo for the rest of his life. And he will still not be able to ever pay that off. His fucking grandkids will be paying that shit off. So long, Gary Bowser. Pretty sure chat made that joke when we talked about him 2 years ago, too. Which is still a fire joke, by the way. What was he doing specifically? I can't quite remember here. Let's look. I just remember he was like hacking shit and selling like hacked consoles and other kinds of like pirated shit. Let's see if it has a synopsis. So he's paid $175 of his 10 million plus debt. So he's chipping away at it. He's making progress ever so slightly. They wanted to send a message to other Switch hackers. It was a very significant moment for us. It's the purchase of video games that sustain Nintendo and the Nintendo ecosystem, and it is the games that make the people smile. It's for that reason that we do all we can to prevent games on Nintendo systems from being stolen. Heroes. You guys are such fucking noble saints. Thank you, Nintendo. Ensure that this man will never live his life without the fear of Nintendo down his neck. And then also while you're at it, why not strike a few more YouTubers who make videos on your games? You guys love to make people smile. Thanks, Resub Frosty, Mando, and Whisker. It doesn't actually give the overview of what he did. I just remember he made like 300K or something like that, selling like pirated shit and like hacked consoles and all that. Thanks for resub Skylid and Sean. That punishment seems a bit much. Yeah, you don't fucking say. It's crazy that he actually got punished harder than an entire company that was hosting pirated games. The company just got a fine. They didn't like lock up and throw in the slammer every single person there. Meanwhile, Gary Bowser, he got the book thrown at him. He got the wood. It must have been something personal because his last name is literally Bowser. Thanks to Prime. Chup and the resub Girth and D. Whoa, I'm sorry to hear that, Unknown. I can check that out. Thanks to Prime. Mungie and the resub Romaine and Ryan. I have no doubt Gary Bowser got into hacking the Switch specifically because his last name's Bowser, so he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. Might as well. I'll fulfill my namesake. 100%. US successfully argued that Bowser and Team Executor had caused Nintendo to suffer $65 million in losses due to console hacking software and devices used to play pirated Nintendo Switch games. I don't recall that. 65 million from the console hacking software? I gotta be honest with you, Chief, that seems like a bunch of baloney. During the case, he admitted that he developed, manufactured, marketed, and sold a variety of circumvention devices that enabled users to play pirated versions of games. He was eventually found in the Dominican Republic and deported to the United States. I don't know why the number 300K keeps popping into my head. Maybe that's what Gary Bowser personally stood to gain, or personally gained from all of this. Or maybe I'm just way off the mark, but I really thought, or I vividly remember, like a report saying he had made like 300K from it all. But who knows? That could be wrong. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Uber. Thank you for that. And the resub Stretch, Casper, Saint, Uber, Borf, Don, and Averno. So, okay, so that is what he made for himself. He himself made 300K. I've now seen 3 people say that. Okay, most of chat is now saying that. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. He made 300K over the 7 years. Gotcha. Thanks to resub D. That's wild. 300k for 10 mil. Yeah. Man, this is honestly one of the most brutal fates. So, having to pay 25 to 30% to Nintendo, that's on top of tax, which I don't know where he lives, could be up to like another 20% or so. Like, my God. That's so brutal. That's so fucking brutal. I saw someone on Twitter say that they would honestly fake their own death in this case, and I really think Gary Bowser should fake his own death. There's very few cases where I'm like, faking a death would help. It would absolutely help here. Just fake your own death, brother. I don't know the best way of doing that, but there's gotta be a good way. Thanks to resub balls and the prime bearded. And the bits digital. And the prime MST and the resub Slamabang. Fake his death, go to Cuba. Fake his death, go anywhere else. Literally go anywhere else. Like I said, I don't know the best way of faking your own death, but there's gotta be something. There's fucking gotta be. That's like the only way out of this hell. Dude needs a new dust filter for his Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. Fucking true. He's gonna need a Hoover Max ASAP. Thanks to the resub. Fret, EBN, Kirby, and the Prime Jack, and the gift sub digital. Thanks to the resub trash. Nintendo chipped him. Nah, I don't think they chipped him. Maybe they did though, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. I legitimately wouldn't be surprised if they put like some kind of tracking chip in him. Thanks to the resub, Danny. I know, that's what I've been saying, digital. Does he even have a job? Well, he's just now getting out of prison after spending 40 months there. And he had a job in prison where he paid off $75 of his debt. So I would wager a guess he doesn't currently have a job. He's probably still hunting for one. No, I didn't see that, Mac. They finally got him? Would Nintendo even cash a check for $25? No, I guarantee they don't even remember who Gary Bowser is. They fucked him and they forgot about him now. And this will be a generational debt for his whole lineage. I bet even when he does pass away in like fucking 70 years or whatever, Nintendo will then go after his next of kin to pick up that debt. The sins of our fathers. Thanks the bits digital. Apparently is for ERP digital erotic roleplay. Thanks the resub base. You're not held accountable for your parents' debts. Well, wait till Nintendo has a shot. Nintendo will probably start lobbying for bringing back that kind of shit. You just wait. Thanks the resub Pat in EOD. You think Nintendo or Disney would be worse to be sued by? Oh, Nintendo's evil, but Disney's on another level. What the fuck? Yeah, no, Disney would be significantly worse to go to legal battle with. It's not even close. Bro, Disney can bully anyone and anything in court. It's not even a contest. Thanks a resub, Merwin. What is that, Jason? Is that like a post? You seen DeSantis fighting Disney? I've only caught a little bit of it. I saw that he wants to put like a prison right next to Disney resorts or something. Which I guess in theory is a goofy slam dunk, but in practicality is the dumbest fucking idea ever. There's a Prime Shino. Thanks to Prime Gru. Scarlett Johansson won that lawsuit against Disney. Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? And then they kicked her out of anything Marvel related. You're right, I actually forgot she did win that lawsuit, didn't she? Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it's already been almost 2 years. Thanks to Bits Digital. Yep, I did see that digital. Thanks to Gift Sub Fox. Yeah, no, she did win. She won that lawsuit against Disney, which is fucking shocking. Disney invoked a 1700s law that would make the committee DeSantis had powerless until current King Charles III's son reaches the age of 21. What in tarnation are you talking about? What? I gotta look that up. What are you talking about? I don't see anything about that. It's real. It's a real law. Legal Eagle talked about it. Legal Eagle. Oh, so Legal Eagle actually. This is real? Oh my god, wait. Here, I found it. Disney blocks Ron DeSantis Florida power play with a royal family clause. The Walt Disney Company used a legal clause that name checks King Charles III to apparently thwart Ron DeSantis' attempt to strip the company of its self-governance power in the state. Where's the 1700s law? The agreement includes a royal clause that dates back to 1692 in Britain and would extend its term limit for decades. This declaration shall continue in effect until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III, King of England, living as of the date of this declaration, the document said. This kind of clause is most often used in the UK, typically when it comes to trusts, and provides a buffer against perpetuities. So as long as one of those grandchildren make it to 80, this clause would be there for 100 years. What the fuck? Okay. That's huge. It was only then that Disney's new binding agreement was discovered. The clause was so obscure that several journalists who attended the February 8th meeting apparently didn't pick up on it. Well, yeah, it's from 1692, brother. Yeah, of course that shit's obscure. Wow. Thanks, Risa Michael. Quite a lot, EOD, quite a lot. Bro got slammed by a hidden game feature. I guess so, man. Wow. Surprise mechanics. Oh no, we were just touching on Disney because we were talking about Nintendo fucking this one guy, Gary Bowser in particular. And then we eventually shifted gears to Disney. So that's how that came up. You know how giddy the lawyer was when he discovered that clause? Bro, I can already picture this like a scene out of a movie. The Disney lawyers going through like ancient texts, like unraveling scrolls and like parchment, and then he sees it. Wait, the 1692 King Charles III clause. It's just what I needed. We've got it now. A Raiders of the Lost Ark moment, unironically though. There's Risa, Michael, 12th, and Luna. Perpetuities is a hazing ritual for new lawyers and is on every bar exam. I understand perpetuities is going to be like a big topic, but would they really need to go all the way back to 1692 legislation? Like, I feel like that's super obscure, even amongst like lawyers. But I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm just assuming. Yep, I covered that whole thing digital. Did you take a look at the Lost Media documentary trailer? Oh, not yet. I have it pulled up in another tab, though. The Disney shit is actually scary as fuck if you think about it. I don't actually know, like, the full scope of the war between DeSantis and Disney, but I've said for years that Disney is a fucking terrifying corporation. They literally operate as, like, their own sovereign nation within America. They're fucking crazy. You guys remember the Disney neighborhoods? Here's the resub team. Probably like a 10 team. Disney was supposed to have a whole ass city in it. Well, this is going way back. Do you remember? I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. We went over that entire situation where Disney was bullying an entire city and all of its residents. I think it was in Anaheim. I feel like it was Anaheim, but they were literally exploiting and like fucking tormenting an entire city in order to further their own agenda and like take over bits and pieces of that city and expand more deep. I think it was Anaheim. That company's crazy. They go fucking wild with greed. And they won. Oh, they did win, yeah. It wasn't like it was thwarted. They did win. They fucked them. They face fucked them. Here's the bits, senor. What company do you think is the most corrupt right now? Like, in general, the most corrupt company across, like, any industry? That's a tough question. There's quite a few obvious ones, but I don't know what would be, like, the actual genuinely most corrupt. I feel like it's still gotta be Nestle. Nestle's usually my go-to. But there's a lot of competition. I feel like it's probably got to be Nestle though. BlackRock's another obvious one, yeah. But BlackRock also owns trillions of dollars worth of assets. Thanks the bits, Eric, and the resub, Josh. Oh, I don't know what I'd call it, Eric. But it'd be all sci-fi themed for sure. Sci-fi and comic themed. Are they corrupt though? I haven't heard anything about that. This has to come up on stream at least once every 6 months. It always blows my mind more people don't know how evil Nestle is. They are, without exaggeration, one of the most evil mega corporations on the planet. Just look, I'm pretty sure, if you just type in Nestle, the first thing you get is a history of some of their biggest, most fucking awful things they've done. Well, here's a Jake Tran video on it, but that's not the exact one I was thinking of. But there's tons and tons and tons of content and reports about all of the awful things they have done and continue to do. There's so much about Nestle. Should I stop eating Kit Kats? Brother, you will not ever be able to successfully boycott all Nestle products. It's like 90% of the fucking food industry at this point. Food and drink. Good luck. Thanks to the Bits team. And the gift substone, and the resub Insomniac. We're talking about Nestle again. I told you, man, this comes up like once every 6 months. But it's always invaluable knowledge to know how fucked Nestle is. I will still never forget that whole baby formula scandal. That was on another level of degeneracy. Actually killing babies. Thanks to Bits Life. Nah, Nestle's just a hard company to beat when it comes to being evil. Like I said, there's a lot of other like great choices for most evil company on the planet, but it's just, I feel like Nestle's still number one, like comfortably. There's a Bits Again team. EA is worse. Yeah, EA's not worse, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Predatory game mechanics and greed is not good, but it's also not even in the conversation when you're talking about companies like Nestle. Yeah, again, team, but that again, all of those things you're listing are bad, but they don't even register on the same ballpark as Nestle. Off the top of my head, I'm just going to name 3 very awful Nestle things. Continued child slavery. Literally, there was I've gone over this so many times on stream, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. The cliff notes are, there was a big baby formula scandal that led to a lot of dead babies, all knowingly part of the plan for Nestle, and they also believed that water is not a human right. They also took complete control of a water source for a small village and refused to allow them access to crucial water without buying it from them. They're like, Nestle is an unbelievably evil company. Like, I don't think you fully understand the scope of how evil they are. Go on then, show us the proof in the pudding. Are you... Okay, that's not the gotcha you think it is. I can't tell if you're, like, memeing. Thanks to tier 1 at Proto. And good shit today at Proto. Here's the baby formula scandal. I'll bring this one down for the fucking millionth time. So you can look up all the info here. We're not going through all of it again. But it was the 1977 Nestle boycott. It was all due to their baby formula scandal. It was to get the third world mothers hooked on the formula. And it led to a lot of problems. And a lot of not great stuff. Here is... the privatizing of water. And then let's do, what village was it again? I think it was... oh, here's the child slavery. And then, what was that village that they took their water from? Can't recall. Oh yeah, it was in Pakistan. Oh, it was actually more than just Pakistan. They did it in Pakistan, Nigeria, and a couple of others. But yeah, that's only touching the tip of the iceberg with Nestle. Thanks to the resub, Scuff and Blueberry. And the bits, Eric and Jason. That shit is fucked, man. That company is unbelievably evil. That's like the devil shit. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Capping. Appreciate that. Favorite good bad movie? Moonfall. I've said that a million times. Moonfall is the best bad movie ever made. And it'll never be topped, I doubt. Moonfall is the best bad movie. Are you still here, Proto? You ever seen Moonfall? I know Ludwig gave you an amazing speech today. But I'd say maybe before the G2 game, let Lud give you a speech, and then maybe also watch Moonfall the night before. You'll be fucking turbocharged for G2. Thanks for 5 gift subs again, Capping, in the resub water. In the Bits team. No, it's definitely not a scam team. I don't think so. I just don't think the game's going to be fully able to accomplish what he hopes it will. But I would love if it did. Thanks for the raid, Gunner. Hope you had a good stream, man. Good to see you. And it was nice to meet you. Fifth Element's just a good movie in general. I don't know that one, Ken. Yep, I got to meet Gunner recently. He was very sweet. He was a good boy. Let's resub diet. What would you say is the best company? The best company? Like, are you talking major corporation? Because there's plenty of, like, good, like, local companies and shit, but that's cheating. As for, like, a massive company, none really popping in my head. Thanks a resub, Kin. No, like I said, like smaller local companies and shit, there's tons of them. But I feel like the question is more catered towards like a massive conglomerate or something. I'm not really sure. FromSoft, I guess, maybe, but they just make amazing games. I don't really know how they are outside of just game making. And I also wouldn't really put them in the upper echelon of companies. I see a lot of people saying Costco. Does Costco like actually have a good reputation? Also appreciate all the Moist Global shoutouts there, but I think we were talking about like massive companies, man. It's very sweet though. Yeah, it actually does have a really good reputation. Let me look it up. I just don't know a whole lot about Costco in general. Employees in Florida have rated Costco a 2.9 out of 5 for work-life balance, 4 out of 5 for diversity and inclusion, 3.7 out of 5 for culture and values, and 3.8 out of 5 for career opportunities. So that's the employee perspective in Florida, I guess, at least according to the most recent census of it, which was 2 weeks ago, actually. It's kind of wild timing. Huh. Yeah, I don't know a ton about it. Is there resub metal an expert? Gonna look one way about something and go, yep, this is facts. Brother, this is literally the employee census from April 5th of 2023. That's just what the employees in Florida said. That was not just like an article. That was just like the actual fucking information. Who can trust people in Florida, honestly? Hey, like I said, I don't know enough about the company. Maybe it's a great company, maybe it's a shit one, I couldn't tell you. Thanks a resub, Peeb. They do seem pretty good team. I don't know how big they are though, in like the grand scheme of things. He's a tier 1 boxer. And tier 1 Wormst. The energy company whose CEO gave away his profits. Talking about 5-hour energy. Their CEO seems like a really good guy. But that doesn't mean the company itself is like an amazing company. But yeah, the CEO does seem like actually nice. He does a lot of philanthropy work. He's a tier 1 Diablo in the Prime Jacks. Riot are pretty chill. Riot makes good games, man, but let's not forget about their lawsuits. They're not saints over there at Riot. I remember from one of their lawsuits, it was reported that they'd go around fucking hotboxing women's cubicles with farts or something. Like fart in their faces. Like, it's not, you know, they weren't angels out there. And me mentioning that might just get the Moist Moguls out of the VCT once we qualify. They'll be like, nah, you guys may have won the Ascension tournament, but I heard what Charlie said on stream. You guys are fucking out now. Here's the Bits team in task. And the resub. Ballas. Ludwig sweating profusely. Yeah, the one thing Lud said when coming on board for the Moist Moguls, he's like, Charlie, don't mention Riot's farting in women's faces culture at the office, please. Anything but that. With tears in his eyes, he said, Charlie, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. There's the Prime Valia and the resub Iron. I think that got settled a couple months back, right? Didn't it? Let me see. Oh, it got settled a while ago. Damn, time flies. A company tier list? Oh, that'd be a fucking fat tier list. I don't know about that. When's the next speed game? I don't know, man. We keep looking but haven't found anything. Also, I just realized we didn't post the win graphic after Moist Moguls fucking stomped. Matt said he was gonna post it and I had just noticed it didn't go up. I'm gonna do that now. Hold on, give me 1 second. This is now fucking 6 hours late. Jesus. Thanks to the Prime Skiller. To make up for how fast the match went by. True. That was like a 40-minute match. God damn it. We really need like a designated social media guy. It's usually just me. And I don't even fucking use Twitter. There. Thanks to the Bits team and the resub Hova. Thanks to Prime Prit. Yeah, I don't know, Jay. I brought it up as well. That was SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. It was pretty good. It definitely wasn't bad. Alright, I'm gonna fill up my water real quick and then we'll do some pubs and CSGO. Be right back. Thanks to the resub coach.